Hello. So, can this old dog learn a new trick? Well, I figure I've been in Bangkok now for over a year. You can't see my eyes. Let me find my glasses. And everybody's riding around on a motorbike. I should be on a motorbike to be able to get around town instead of having to call a cab, a motorcycle taxi, or whatever every time I just want to run to the store. So, a friend of mine is out of town. She needs me to go take care of her kitty cats for a week or so. And she has a motorcycle, and she said that I could just use it. And because I've been thinking about getting a bike, and I thought, well, that would be great. I can try it out, see if it works for me. So I took a motorcycle cab over to her place, took care of her kitties, pretty little kitties, and then got on the bike. Well, it took me about 30 minutes just to figure out how to turn it on. I mean, I'm watching videos on the side of the road on YouTube. It's just not, you don't just flip a switch. It is a Honda Click, so it's very easy. It's an automatic. She knows that I hadn't ridden before, and she wasn't worried about it. So anyway, so I finally get it started, and it's hard. So I spent another 30 minutes really trying to go just up and down the street in front of her apartments, just back and forth, back and forth. And I was getting a lot better, a lot better. I was even able to make the U-turn to come back down the street. And almost tipped over a couple of times trying to make the U-turn, but that was getting smooth. I was able to accelerate going down the street, slow down, accelerate some more without having to stop. It was very odd, it's not with your foot, right? It's just your hand. You give it gas, and then you let go, and then you pull on the brakes. And turning is not quite like a bicycle. It's kind of like somehow opposite from a bicycle. Anyway, I was getting it. I was like, yes. Don't know if I'm going to ride it home because I'm going to have to ride it down the busy street, but I'm getting there. Maybe I can find a back way home. And then I don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden, I'm screaming bad words and ran into a telephone pole. Obviously, I'm fine. I'm fine. The bike is fine. I mean, I wasn't going very fast. It was just enough, oh my gosh, it scared the crap out of me. And I don't know what happened. I don't think I can control that bike. And it's just a little thing. It's a Honda Click 125i. If you know what those are, you probably think oh my gosh, that's an itty bitty baby. It is. And so there were a couple of ladies in a car that pulled up right behind me. And this is not a very busy street at all, or I wouldn't have been able to do that. A couple of ladies got out. I'm kind of sitting on the ground. Have I gotten off yet? I don't know if I'd gotten off yet. The bike, I had turned off the bike because it was still on. So I turned off the bike so I could get off. And then they were asking me in broken English if I'm okay. And I said, yes, I'm fine. I'm just scared. I'm fine. And so then I tried to pick up the bike. It wasn't really moving very well. It was a little wedged. There was something on the side of the road, on the sidewalk that the tire was or something. Anyway, so they helped me pick up the bike. And then I told them, I said, really, I'm okay. And they said, okay. I said, yeah. I just wanted to save face, right? I mean, at that point, how do you save face? But they drove off, and I was thinking, I just need to get the bike parked across the street where it sits. I wasn't that far from its home. I just could push it over there. And then I realized things are getting dark around me, kind of tunnel vision, going, oh shit, now I'm going to faint. So I didn't, though. I sat down on the curb for a minute, gathered myself. It was hard to breathe. My chest was tight. I don't remember the last time I felt that. And so I got up. I was able to push it over to the other side of the road, parked it, then felt that again, that tunnel vision. Okay. So I sat down on the curb for a minute, went back up to my friend's apartment and sat there with a cool glass of water in a little bit of AC, sitting in front of a fan, cooling off. And then I called a taxi. So, can you teach this old dog a new trick? Not that one. I say no. And yes, Whitney, I was wearing a helmet. I was wearing a helmet, and I'm glad I was. Not that I hit my head, but so the bike is a little scratched up. I haven't told my friend yet, but it's a little scratched. It's not a brand new bike, but it's still, she's leasing it. So that was my exciting time today. So now I'm going to have to get a cab over to her place every day for a week. It's just down the street. If it wasn't so hot, I'd walk. Maybe I can get up at like 6 a.m. and walk. That would be nice. And then I can take a cab home. Just walk one way. I don't know. It's less than a mile. Isn't that ridiculous? I think it's less than a mile. About a mile. I don't know. Anyway, just thought I'd share. I just had to get it out. I'm sorry for this whole business. Bye.